All right, welcome back, everyone. Tonight we're going to take a deep dive into a Champions League matchup that has, well, a lot of people talking.
Yeah, Inter Milan and Monaco.
Inter and Monaco, exactly right. And we're going to be looking at well, a whole bunch of stuff, really.
Match previews, a little history between the two clubs, some cold hard stats.
Yeah, and the goal, as always, is to try to get a feel for how things might shake out. Who knows? Maybe we can even make a prediction or two.
Sounds good to me.
Now let's start with the home team, Inter Milan. They're undefeated in their last 12 Champions League matches at home.
10 wins and 2 draws. That's pretty impressive.
It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, people talk about home field advantage, but this is something else. They're like a fortress.
And it goes beyond just wins and losses, I mean, you got to look at their defense at home.
Oh yeah. What about it?
5 clean sheets in a row in the Champions League.
Whoa, hold on, 5. Back to back.
5 straight. It's clear they've got it figured out defensively, at least when they're playing at home. Super organized, disciplined, the whole 9 yards.
But Monaco, they're coming into this match with a 57% win rate in the Champions League this season.
That's right. Their best ever, actually.
So how are they doing it? Like, what's their secret sauce?
Well, it's not like they're blowing teams out, racking up a ton of goals and all that. It's more like they're just incredibly efficient.
Efficient.
Exactly. Taking their chances when they get them. And they have a very, very solid defense themselves. Really tough to break down.
Interesting.
And here's a fun fact for you. They've actually scored more goals from defenders than any other team in this stage of the Champions League.
Wait, hold on. Defenders? They're scoring goals.
Yep. 4 goals in total, all from their back line.
Wow. All right, so we've got Monaco, maybe not the flashiest team, but they're getting results. And their defense, it's not just holding strong, it's actually contributing on offense.
Exactly. It's a recipe that's been working for them so far.
And then on the other side, you've got Inter. Tough to beat at home, incredible defense, a real force to be reckoned with. But I was looking at something earlier, and it seems like Inter has a tendency for low-scoring matches.
Yeah, that's true. They're not known for their high-flying offensive style.
17 of their last 22 Champions League games under 2.5 total goals. That's a lot.
It is, but like I said, their strength is in shutting down opponents, keeping things tight, not giving them any space to breathe.
So are we looking at a defensive showdown here, like a real tactical battle?
It's definitely possible. I think it'll be fascinating to see how Monaco tries to break down Inter's defense because they have shown they can find the net, even in unexpected ways.
Like with their defenders.
Right, exactly. And there's this player, Mohamed Salisu. He's a defender for Monaco, and he's been particularly dangerous in away games, especially in the second half. Scored 3 goals in those situations this season, all competitions.
Okay, so Monaco, efficient attack, strong defense, and they've got this Salisu guy who seems to have a knack for scoring on the road. On the other hand, Inter, they're tough to crack, especially at home. Their defense has been a wall.
That's a great summary. It's a real clash of styles, isn't it?
Yeah.
And speaking of history, there's another wrinkle to consider.
Oh.
Even though Inter has generally been the better team against Monaco over the years, head to head, 3 out of their last 4 matches in Milan.
Home games for Inter.
Yep. Monaco scored at least 1 goal in each of those games. So while Inter might be the favorite overall, Monaco has shown they can find the back of the net against them.
So it's not going to be a walk in the park for Inter. They're going to have to be on their game.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No room for complacency.
Okay, so we've talked about the teams overall, but let's zoom in a bit. Any standout players we should be watching?
Well, on Inter's side, Sommer, the goalkeeper, he's been having a phenomenal season.
I've heard his name mentioned a few times, yeah.
He could actually break the club record for clean sheets in a single Champions League season. He's at 6 right now, and the record is 8. 8, set by Andre Onana last season. So, he's got a good chance if he keeps this up.
He's been a wall, hasn't he?
Pretty much. But if Monaco can find a way to exploit any weakness in Inter's defense, he might be in for a busy night.
And Opta, they're giving Monaco a 93% chance of finishing in the top 16. But their away form in the Champions League, it's been a little shaky, hasn't it?
Yeah, only 1 win in their last 10 away matches. So there's a bit of a contradiction there.
Right. Like, how do you reconcile those 2 pieces of information?
Well, Opta's prediction, it's based on a bunch of different factors, including Monaco's overall performance this season. But their away form does raise some questions, makes you wonder if they can really keep this up.
And that one away win they did get, it was against Bologna, who, well, let's be honest, Bologna wasn't exactly lighting it up in the Champions League.
Exactly. They only ended up with 5 points in the group stage. Not exactly the most formidable opponent.
So for Monaco to pull off an upset here, to really make a statement, they're going to have to overcome their away game struggles.
Yeah, and they're going to have to figure out how to crack Inter's defense.
Easier said than done.
Oh, for sure. But they have shown they can be dangerous. They've got that efficiency in attack, that stingy defense.
And Salisu, maybe he'll pop up with another goal.
You never know. That's the beauty of this game.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here, but for our listener who's going to tune in to this match, what should they be watching for? What are the key things to keep an eye on?
Well, first and foremost, it's a clash of styles. You've got Inter, built on a rock-solid defense, and Monaco with their surprising attacking efficiency.
And the goal-scoring defenders, don't forget about them.
Right, exactly. So keep an eye on that tactical battle. Will Inter dominate possession and suffocate Monaco's attack? Or will Monaco find a way to exploit any space they can get? It's really a toss-up.
Yeah, and I think it'll be interesting to see how Inter approaches this game. Do they stick with what's been working for them, that tight defense? Or do they try to be a little more proactive, knowing Monaco's got a pretty solid defense of their own?
I think they'll probably stick to their game plan. Why change what's been working?
I think you're right.
But Monaco, they might have a few surprises up their sleeve. You know, they've been exceeding expectations all season. Maybe they've got one more trick left.
It's going to be fun to watch. Inter has home field advantage, that incredible defensive record. But Monaco, they've been the underdogs all along.
And they've been proving people wrong left and right.
We can't wait to see how this one plays out. For everyone listening, make sure you tune in and let us know what you think. Who do you have winning this one? We'll see you next time for another deep dive.
See ya.